telling y'all, the Cowboys gonna sign Dak Prescott. And to be honest with you, it's real simple. What's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Rome, Cowboys Fan Talk, right back like I never left. What's up with y'all, man? Second video of the day. Yes, sir. I'm back here to talk about our quarterback because things are starting to swirl around. It's like the bi-weekly Dak news. Like every 2 weeks, if it ain't nothing going on, just say Cowboys and Dak contract talks are here or there. Like that's what every 2 weeks is like. You know, we ain't nothing to talk about. The draft over. Just throw a little Dak bomb out there. That's all that's going on. Stephen Jones was on, I think it was Mad Dog Radio, talking to him about the Cowboys in general, why we didn't sign Derrick Henry, because he's talking about salary cap. You know you're just cheap. But things like that. And Dak Prescott comes up, of course, because that's our quarterback. And best quarterback in the division and in the NFC. But anyway, so he comes up. Stephen Jones starts to talk about, well, let me just read the question, read what was asked to him. Jones on believing, can Dak Prescott win a Super Bowl in Dallas? Because that's what was asked. Can he do it? Because the main thing about him leaving is people feel like the Cowboys have not forgotten, but have given up on Dak. Stephen Jones, I quote, and I'll just read some of this. I'll put it on the screen. Y'all can read the rest. Absolutely. I mean, I totally think Dak can lead us to a championship. He does everything the right way. He's certainly the leader of this football team. He keeps everybody motivated in the offseason. He's got everybody working out and doing all the things that it takes to put in the work to give yourself an opportunity to win a championship. And he starts talking about it just goes on. It's the oblong football, and you know we've been hanging around the win and rim and 12 wins, and you know how Stephen Jones got these canned responses. You know, we like our guys, and you know what I'm saying. Let me see. Roster building is 365. You know, he say these same things every couple of weeks. So it's kind of like white noise. It's kind of like you don't really care. But I take nuggets of different things. And I told you earlier in the offseason when it first started, I was like, I think the Cowboys are going to move on from Dak. Everything's pointing to that. Horrible free agency. Not extending him before free agency started so you can sign your other players. You know what I'm saying? Not bringing back a lot of the players. You know, the draft is pointing to, okay, it's a futures draft and a developmental draft. And some players can start and help now, like Cooper Beebe, Marshawn Nealon. But then you got other developmental players. It's like, Guyton might need some more work and things like that. So it's kind of like mixed signals. You know, Jerry Jones says we're all in. I know y'all let to hear that. And then we do all the exact opposite. So it's really just, it leaves you confused, you know. But a couple of weeks ago, I got this like, you know how like you get that gut feeling like, you know what? They're not going to move. They're not going to move off Dak. First and foremost, our ownership don't have the guts. They don't have the nuts to move away from Dak Prescott. Like when you just say it out loud, Stephen Jones runs this team status quo. They don't care about winning a championship. What they do care about is putting a product on the field that can sway the casual fan back in I believe. Now, I believe that Dak Prescott can win a championship wholeheartedly. I'm behind 4. You see the t-shirt. If you want the link, let me know. I'll put it in the comments. I say Dak's the most hated player in the league. You know, so I support him. But the Jones family like Dak Prescott for just one thing and one thing only. It's good business. He's the prototypical quarterback. He's going to be great for your organization. He's going to say the right thing at the podium. He's great at press conferences and fundraising opportunities and all kinds of stuff. Like he's the perfect company man. And I know that drives a lot of us nuts, but it's just real. It's real. I want more of the Dak Prescott that curses and lets people know how he feel. But, you know, he got too much money tied up in this quarterback position, so I get why he plays the game. But the Jones family love that he plays the game. That's why in this recent thing we talked about the little lawsuit, he was using the lawyers of the Jones family. See, they don't hate Dak Prescott. It really comes down to they just cheap. They just want to get him at their money. They don't not want to sign him. They do this with everybody. If it was just a Dak Prescott thing, I would have been like, yo, it's just they don't like Dak. No, they playing around with CD money. They holding out with him. They ain't trying to sign Micah early. Like, they're pushing everything out. And it's like, y'all play this game. It's like a philosophy. Deadlines make deals. That's their motto they live by. Ain't no deadline right now. I feel like the true deadline is in August. The Cowboys will come back and try to sign Dak Prescott in August. They do a lot of their deals in August because there's something about signing a player before that season starts. Because once that season starts, they're not going to negotiate with you probably until after the season. And then once that part happens, then they're going to hit free agency. And you're playing a dangerous game. Dangerous game. So I feel like the Cowboys are going to push their chips. Now, do I think it's a possibility it can't be done? Yeah, ain't nothing 100%. But I'm like 90% that they will sign Dak Prescott in August. And I think they're going to extend CeeDee Lamb. It's going to be this whole celebratory, we did it. And it's going to be frustrating because you're going to be like, you should have been did it because we could have got some other players. That's neither here nor there. I'm past that. We'll probably sign some veterans along the way. But they will sign Dak Prescott. Because if they don't, and this is the other reason I was talking about, if they don't, things have changed on the landscape. Where a lot of people, a lot of fans, a lot of haters, let us say, who want Dak Prescott? Don't nobody care what they doing with Dak. Like, that's the consensus. They act like Dak Prescott would just be jobless and just have to retire. Oh, no. Now the national narrative is starting to swing from Dak Prescott hate to just throwing little nuggets out there, hoping that somebody gets excited. And the first one is the Raiders. There'll be other teams, trust me. I can see Seattle. There are other teams that will be in the Dak Prescott sweepstakes. But the Raiders are the first one that I've seen national media say, hey, and no matter what happens in Dallas, Raiders, you want your guy? You got Devontae Adams and Michael Mayer and I think they got Bowers now. Like, you got a little team. Dak Prescott can change everything. And they're starting to float it. And I've heard, like, there's Raider, like, fan groups that would love to have Dak Prescott, would not take him for granted. Let's just listen to this.
Yeah, Dak Prescott and Justin Fields. Marcus, to your point, we think this team's got a chance to be a decent football team. Okay, 8-9, 9-8. They're not going to be drafting early. The two free agent quarterbacks that have a chance at least to be big-time free agents next year are Dak Prescott and Justin Fields. Gardner Minshew, I love this and that, but they need a dude. Those are the two names. You're not going to be high enough in the draft to be able to go get somebody up early. That's what I'm saying.
Dan, I would have tried to sneak a meeting with Dak people already.
100%.
I would have already, if I was the Vegas Raiders, I would have already tried to figure out where is my ends on the Dak Prescott sweepstakes that's about to come up.
Get ahead.
If this deal doesn't get done in Dallas.
Correct.
Man, that's exciting to think about. Not for Cowboys fans, but for Raiders fans and maybe for the...
You heard they pushing it on NFL Live. You heard it. So it's simple. It's real simple. The Cowboys can play this game, but the pressure of the national media, trust me, it's about to be dead time in the summer. They ain't got nothing to talk about. They 100% going to be talking about, well, if the Cowboys won't sign him, this team might want to. And as that picks up steam, all Dak Prescott got to go out there and do is throw his 30 touchdowns, keep the interceptions low, and he got a deal next year. It's that simple. It's that simple. Do I think that's how he moves, how he mentally thinks? No. I'm just telling you the facts. Dak Prescott's going to have a great year because he's great. But the Cowboys can't drag their feet forever. And I feel like August, that time frame when we get back from Oxnard and we're in Dallas and they get to see him every day, I feel like that's when the deal's going to happen. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. But I really think that it's too many things are lining up to where they can't be that crazy. The Cowboys don't gamble like that. They just don't. If this was another team, I would say, yeah, they might move on. Our team's scary. Like I said earlier, they don't got the nuts. It's your boy, Mr. Rome. I holla.